Away and running. Great speed today from Bold Dioro, but there's the rail of $2 Eddie, who takes the lead and takes a nice and easy lead at that. Bold Dioro backs off the pace in second, and Coulson came away a joint second inside the first furlong, and Overspent comes away pacing in fourth, and Pilote Comete is watching a hot pace unfold as they pass the 4.5. Three of them across the track with $2 Eddie scraping the paint. Bold Dioro is going to have a wide trip, and Coulson is right there in the thick of it too, while the jockey asks for a bit more. Overspent now starts to bridge that divide ever so slowly, and Overspent has the run of the race if good enough today, and Pilote Comete has dropped to the tail. Around the bend as the quarter pole looms, Bold Dioro takes the baton away from $2 Eddie, but dealing with a daunting presence of Overspent. These are the two past the 3/16 pole, and Bold Dioro kicks again, and so does $2 Eddie. Overspent loomed and flattened as they come down to the final furlong, with Bold Dioro leading at 2-5. It's a neck at best. $2 Eddie is trying to fight back. Pilote Comote is closing into the trifecta, but not changing the winning outcome. Bold Dioro has won it. Second photo between $2 Eddie and Pilote Comote. Overspent was fourth. Away and running to a nice even start. Classy Miss pings first, but there goes Music Amore. And Helen Ortiz is sent hard to the 7.5 furlong pole, and Divine Exchange came away in fourth. Riding the rail is Lantern's Candy, and very wide as She's So Cool. That's the six of them as they get ready to enter the midpoint of the first turn. And Music Amore 1-5 when the wagering market closed shows the way, and she shows the way by a length and a half. Helen Ortiz continues to go under a loose rein in second, and Divine Exchange is right there creeping closer to the both of them. 2 lanes down from the top trio of ladies as Classy Miss sits by herself in fourth. She's So Cool continues a wide trip, and nothing yet from Lantern's Candy. Midpoint of the backstretch run, Music Amore has no excuses today. She controls the clock and shows it by a length and a half. Divine Exchange is right there at the half-mile pole trying to get a wee bit closer in second. Helen Ortiz has been hovering around the leader but making no impact right now. Classy Miss is trying to tack on, no response. Lantern's Candy is starting to gather momentum, and She's So Cool still last of all. 5/16 to go. Music Amore is trying to see this out for another 440 yards. Divine Exchange is right there in for the fight, so is Helen Ortiz, and Lantern's Candy continues to bridge this divide ever so slowly, while Classy Miss rides that rail. They turn in. Music Amore leads, but not out of the water yet. Four of them continue to try to bridge this gap, and here comes Divine Exchange. In the black cap is Helen Ortiz. Helen Ortiz has the outside momentum at 35-1. Divine Exchange is battling on. Helen Ortiz, Divine Exchange, photo! Helen Ortiz might have won it at $70 to win. Away and running a step slow is Golden Filly. Good rail speed from Lino and Me, who pops on top. First Pearl came away in second, and Golden Filly raced hard to join that second place battle, and Why Not Race the Long Shot comes away in fourth. Uptown Miss rides the rail. Miss Mavis is in between rivals, and Sweet and Feisty is last of all. So Lino and Me leads them past the 4 furlong peg with a 3/4 of a length lead to her name. And First Pearl is hounding that speed in second. And Golden Filly, slow to go, is right there close in tow. Uptown Miss takes the inside trail, still 4 lanes down from the leader under a very loose rein. Then Miss Mavis is in front of 2, which is Why Not Grace and Sweet Feisty. Around the bend they go. Lino and Me was the first one to crack, and First Pearl leads them past the quarter pole, and Golden Filly takes the fight to her. These two swing in with 3/16 to go, and First Pearl is opened up by 1. Golden Filly is desperately clinging to second. Why Not Grace moves into third. Uptown Miss battles with that rival, but there's 100 yards to go. Living up to the 1-5 hype, First Pool has won it. First Pearl by 4 in the end to beat Golden Filly, Uptown Miss, and Why Not Grace. Ready, away, and running. Good speed on the outside for Sir Me Toly. Beats everyone off the blocks. Perfect Edges hustled along in second, and Unswayed came away in third. Clever Tiger is right there too. A hustle along fourth. One of the good guys deep on the track, and last of all is Tis Lord. Down to the 4 furlong peg they stroll, and Sir Me Toly shows the way, and that leads 3/4 of a length. Perfect Edge is going to hound this rival every step of the way in second. One of the good guys is catching the eye, rides that rail to third. Unsway's a backpedaling fourth, nothing yet from Clever Tiger, and Tis Lord's ready to pick off that rival as that quarter pole looms. Sir Me Toly has led him a long way, but Perfect Edge is trying to size up the speed, and one of the good guys is 3 lanes down. Homeward bound now, and Perfect Edge now cuts that corner like a train on tracks and puts that nose in front, but Sir Me Toly is unwavering and kicks again, and closing in is one of the good guys along with Tis Lord, a 16th to go. Sir Me Toly holding everybody at bay. Sir Lee Toly got it by a neck to beat one of the good guys, Tis Lord and Perfect Edge. All set. Away, Yan running. They all broke smooth. Good speed today from Seven's Magic. And there's the inside pace pressure of Social Fortress. And also right there is Mindful Angel. Deep on the track, Bell at the South is closing in. And Seven's Magic came away a joint third. Gata Brazil has picked off one rival, which is So Chilled. And the last 3 include Grand Empress, second last is Software, and Feel the Bolts last of all. Around the turn past the 3 furlong stick. And Social Fortress blazes the trail on a sultry day and leads by 3. Belle of the South is a clear-cut second. Now trying to mount a bit is Gata Brazil along with Mindful Angel, and Seven's Magic stropped away to 5th as they turn for home. Social Fortress at 5-2 came with its running shoes on today and has an insurmountable lead. Belle of the South is holding on to second and trying to close in his Grand Empress for a top 3 check along with Phil DeBolt, but Social Fortress with a devastating responsive speed today wins for fun. Belle of the South was second, getting up for third with Software, and Grand Empress ran on for fourth. Away and running. Good speed on the outside from Rocket Dragon today. There's the favorite Intrepid's Legacy who scrapes the paint, and Princess Cupid is right there too. And so is Cactus. So this is a fast pace on a warm day. Dutch Mills is watching this quartet of speed unfold. Zod Tip is second last, and My Handsome Man gets shoved upon in last. They race down to the 4 furlong point, and Intrepid's Legacy shows the way at even money, and that leads one tight length. Rocket Dragon's going to have a wide trip but is out of trouble in that second place position. Princess Cupid comes under a ride, passed by Cactus in that third place spot. Dutch Mills is starting to pick up velocity on the far outside. Zod Tip is right there too, and My Handsome Man is the last one to swing the side. Intrepid's Legacy battles. Rocket Dragon past the quarter, and Dutch Mills is closing sweetly on the far outside, and Cactus is behind them as they swing in. Intrepid's Legacy lets it out a notch and leads by 1. Chasing in second is Rocket Dragon. Closing in late on the far outside is Zod Tip battling Dutch Mills. A 16th to go. Intrepid's Legacy holding on everyone at bay, and Intrepid's Legacy has won it. Rocket Dragon was second, Dutch Mills was third, and Zod Tip finished fourth. Away and running. Terrible start for the 3. That's My Cat. Good speed from Divine Grace today, but the split comes from My Girl Ginger, and Precious Avery is adding fuel to the fire. The pace is wickedly fast today, and Make Me Believe is right there too. So up and around the first turn they go. Precious Avery battles My Girl Ginger for the lead, and My Girl Ginger takes the lead away from Precious Avery. Divine Grace floated a little wide, but is in that third place position, and Amore rides the rail. Make Me Believe is 3 paths deep, and a terrible start leaves That's My Cat with a monumental task. They race down to the 5.5 furlong point, and My Girl Ginger shows the way. The lead is a length and 3/4. Precious Avery is right there on hold in that second place position, and Divine Grace in the white cap teams up with Amore who stays ground saving. Make Me Believe is getting closer without being asked with 4.5 furlongs to go, and That's My Cat is only 8 lanes down from the leader. So My Girl Ginger leads them halfway home and leads by 1. Precious Avery 4-5 when the wagering market closes, poised to pound counts now, and Precious Avery takes the lead away from My Girl Ginger. Make Me Believe is closing wide, and right there too is Divine Grace, and trying to pick up velocity, Amore claims fourth. Around the bend, Make Me Believe has had a sweet trip off a hot pace and puts those red blinkers in front. Precious Avery will try to counter in second, and Divine Grace now starting to spin those wheels on the far outside, and closing in nicely is Amore before Pat's Deep. Heads turn for home. Make Me Believe is coming back to the face of the field, and Divine Grace now is ready to roll, and Divine Grace kicks for the money, and if you back the 8, go to the windows, you'll be the first in line. Divine Grace sought the trip and pulls away at 8-5. Divine Grace has won it over Make Me Believe, Precious Avery, and Amorica. Away and running. Good speed today from Fancy Princess. There's Thunder Boss showing off that good early speed, and she has the early advantage of about 3/4 of a length. Olive Cat has picked off Fancy Princess for second, and She's a Nasty Girl is perched in the pocket in third, and Moon Me Again is right there too, so three of them tussle with 4 furlongs left to go, and Fancy Princess is the meat in that sandwich while Olive Cat is fanned wide. Thunder Boss rides that rail, backpedals to third. Moon Me Again heads 1, and She's a Nasty Girl at odds of 6-5 needs to go and go now, as there's 5/16 to go. Olive Cat to the outside of Fancy Princess, and Moon Me Again is outrunning those 9-1 odds, and She's a Nasty Girl is very wide but closing in. They turn to the top of the stretch, no torn tickets yet. The rail belongs to Fancy Princess. Moon Me Again has all this glorious mid-track momentum and is paying a $20 bill to win, and Moon Me Again has a 1-length lead. She's a Nasty Girl is getting on track 100 yards to go, and here's She's a Nasty Girl up and over the top. She's a Nasty Girl has won it over Moon Me Again, Fancy Princess, and Olive Cat.